If you're a sports fan in Detroit, chances are you've seen Jason Raznick and his family either catching the Lions after they scored a touchdown in the front row at Ford Field, or if you've watched a Pistons game and seen Jared Goff or Amon-Ra St. Brown courtside, chances are you've seen the Raznicks there with them. Jason is here, and he's going to explain to you a big event he has coming up to try to get you closer to those guys right here in Metro Detroit later this month. Coverage on the Brad Galley Show is presented by Moran Buick GMC of Sterling Heights and by Flood Law. Jason Raznick, you have created an event, but the roots of it I think are so interesting. You and I saw each other at the Detroit Sports Spectacular with, it is a great event with a lot of lines for people to line up and sign autographs, a very traditional show to meet people. But as I said, people get to see your family all the time interacting with all these athletes, and you've come up with what? Explain to people what Razmania is.
I just thought there needed to be something like a festival, sports festival, where kids could interact with athletes. Like literally do a 40-yard dash and have Brock Wright or J-Mo administering it, having Michigan college players there interacting with kids. When you're 9 years old and you meet your first professional athlete, it's like life-changing. You remember it for the rest of your life. And what I've realized is it's much harder to meet athletes these days. Tickets are really expensive, and to get access like that is much harder. So I said I'm putting my name on this event, and I'm going to try to use favors. And I know these athletes want to meet kids and interact, and I wanted to create a venue at the core to do that. And that's how the Razmania Sports Festival got started. The date, the time, the place, let everybody know. Okay, so it's August 29th, August 30th, pretty much 9 a.m. to like 5 p.m. each day. It's at UWM Sports Complex, Northern Oakland County in Pontiac. But like, there's so many awesome panels. You'll hear from Jake Bates, Jack Fox, Hogan Hatton about why, being friends and being on the special teams is so important for communication. You'll hear from some of the biggest leaders in town. And then another one, we're going to have some WAGs, wives and girlfriends, playing some games that you're not going to want to miss. We want this show to be exciting. All right, you've laughed. You love your kids. Yes. But your kids get awesome opportunities because of you. There are kids that aren't as fortunate to be in the front row, as you said, for many different reasons. When I look at it, and I gave a father and a son, a 9-year-old, our tickets to a Piston game, and saw the video that the father sent me of this kid, he said it was the greatest day of their lives. I'm like, how can I create more of those moments? Like, yes, my kids come to games with me, but I want to create more of those moments for other people. So Pontiac United, Boys and Girls Club of Troy, we wanted to bring kids that haven't had access and going to sporting events, and this was like the core of the event. But we're gonna have 200 to 400 kids that have just not been around athletes like this. And I want them to be super inspired. It's a lot of hard work. We're here like 24/7 building this because it's not just athletes there, it's sports card dealers, it's memorabilia, it's speakers and panels. There's a lot to learn from there. I'm trying to get kids to be inspired, not just for the school year, but for the rest of their lives. And not just learn, hey, I want to be a professional athlete. We have super agents like Brandon Greer, who is Bryce Underwood's agent. He's going to be on stage talking about how he got into his career. And that's what I want people to leave with, not just to go, hey, I want to be the next basketball player, I want to be the next Jared Goff. I want people to leave with, hey, I can be an agent, or I can be a banker, or I can be an athletic manager. There's a lot of careers that I hope at the Razmania Sports Fest kids will learn from that, and that's the point of this. Brad Galley will be there doing some interviews, and there's a lot more names. If you go to Razmania Sports Fest, RazmaniaFest.com, you will see these names. There's a lot, and we're going to be adding a lot over the next few days. Treat it as this. This is the first big announcement. I know you've been pumping it on social media, but I tried to come in and help you get the word out because I think especially what you're doing for a lot of kids, giving access to them. This is the first big announcement. Follow him on social media. It's Razmania Sports. Yep, Razmania Sports on Instagram, and I'm Raznik on Instagram, but Razmania Sports on Instagram. If you're into Pokemon sports cards and just want to be inspired by meeting athletes, doesn't mean you're going to get all their autographs, but it means you're going to be able to interact with them, and that's the core. Yeah. The core, be able to interact, and you'll learn that they're nice, they're kind, you can approach them. There'll be a bunch of Detroit Lions there, other players, I don't want to say names, tons of Michigan players that are on the website. And you know who got most of those players? My son, Josh. My son, Josh, got most of these players. It's pretty crazy. It's awesome. And my daughter, Aria, 9 years old, working today on what not, reaching out. It's really, you never know what kids can do, and it's been an exciting thing, and I hope to meet as many of you at Razmania, and thank you for doing this, Brad. Man, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun, and just to be around sports, and sports cards, right up my alley. So check it out, stay in touch, watch what they're putting out on social media with more announcements to come.
The Brad Galley Show is presented by Moran Buick GMC of Sterling Heights. Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer is also its newest, fastest-growing Buick GMC dealer. The same great customer service you've come to expect for almost 40 years can now also be found at 18 Mile and Van Dyke in Sterling Heights. Or visit online at moranexpress.com. Shop local, save big, and experience the Moran difference today.
GMC, we are professional grade. This episode is also brought to you by Flood Law, a legacy of protecting the people of Michigan when it matters most. When life changes in an instant, experienced trial attorneys can make the difference between uncertainty and a clear path forward. Together, the team at Flood Law combines decades of trial experience with a shared commitment to protecting clients during the most challenging moments of their lives. Visit floodlaw.com. Thanks for watching. Find all episodes of The Brad Galley Show by subscribing to our YouTube channel and following Brad Galley Show on Facebook.